Did you see that fish come out? No!
Many times when the bite gets hot, it gets hot for everybody.
Tied up, baby!
But when you're locked in a head-to-head Commando showdown, a bite like this can turn a friendly competition into an all-out big bass war.
Oh, no!
I love fishing new water. The challenge is always the same. Find fish, trigger strikes. Ooh, that's a big fish. But what I really love is beating the other guy. I got a fish. This is Lake Commandos. When you're a lake commando, you're always trying to challenge yourself with the best new waters, and the best in competition. Today, I'm faced with both. I'm headed for a unique lake with a reputation for big bass that bite, and I'm taking on one of the country's most reputable authorities on everything bass, Bassmaster magazine editor, James Hall.
You know, there's a lot of southern anglers, I'm putting myself in the category, can be intimidated by super clear water. So it's gonna be interesting. You certainly have home field advantage.
Oh, set me up already.
I'm trying to make excuses.
So, in addition to a classic fish catching fight, we've got a little north versus south bass thing developing as well. But since we're north of the Mason-Dixon line, I'm hoping I've got the home field advantage. Here's the mission. We're after late spawn trophy largemouth bass on a shallow clearwater lake that's loaded with grass.
In the midst of an extremely wet cycle, lakes in this area feature very high water and recently flooded backwater areas. Here are the details on today's battleground. It's just over 1,700 acres in size, but over 98% of the lake is less than 15 feet deep, which makes nearly all of the 1,700 acres fishable water. Habitat and cover is off the charts here, featuring hard-stem bulrushes and cattails, as well as miles of shoreline-related covering, including lily pads, pondweed, and flooded timber. The forage base is also abundant with yellow perch, a variety of minnows and panfish topping the list of available prey. Weather conditions are good, but not perfect, with air temps in the mid-70s, water temps in the upper 60s, and a challenging stiff breeze out of the northwest at 20 to 25 miles per hour. Those are the conditions the Lake Commandos are facing, and we're about to find out their plan of attack. But we want to know how you would fish it, so let us know online.
No matter where I fish in the country, I like to go with really light tackle. It's just fun. And this lake is so cool because it's so clear and so shallow, and the fish are supposed to be so big that I think finesse is going to be the way to go. So I'm going to go with the Veritas 6.9 medium light rod. Has a soft tip but enough backbone to get a hook in a fish when we're fishing the wacky style jig head, which is what I'm going to go with. So I'm going with the spinning reel. It's the Revo SX10. Has a super smooth drag, which is important when you're using light line. And we're going with Nanofill 10-pound test, casts awesome. 100% trilene fluorocarbon is what I'm going to go with on the leader here. It's important because it sinks. It's going to get that wacky jig head down a little bit faster. And the bait of choice, I'm going to go with a Michael Iaconelli design by Havoc. It's a new bait and it looks killer. It's called the Flat Dog. And there's a couple of colors to choose from. Not sure exactly which one is going to be the best yet, but I'm thinking natural green pumpkin on a lake this clear. So finesse gear, Flat Dog equals Panaz going down.
Hey, James has a great pattern. That Flat Dog is a great bait, but he may be bringing a knife to a gunfight. This lake has some giant fish, and if he's going to hook up on a 5 or 6 pound bass, or even a 7 in this heavy cover, that line might be a little bit light to get him out of it. I'm going heavier. I'm going to throw a 7-foot medium heavy Fenwick Atos rod. I'm going to fish it with 15-pound 100% fluorocarbon line, good strength and visibility, and it helps sink. I'm gonna fish it on a Revo MGX Extreme. Super smooth reel, incredible 7.1-to-1 retrieve ratio, 28 inches per turn on the line on this. And for a bait, this is the Havoc Pit Boss. Dynamite, compact bait, super tough. You can catch lots of fish on it, but great tail action. And if we see fish up in the shallows, we see fish on beds, I can flip it, I can pitch it, I can work it over large areas. This is the bait that's really gonna put some big fish in the boat. And with this rig, James is going down.
We're going to Disney World.
We got hard stem bulrushes here, which means a hard bottom. I like that versus cattails right now, but there's also a lot of wood. If this wind picks up from the west today, it's supposed to blow at 20. We're not gonna be able to fish this later. So why don't we hit this now?
I like it.
And if the wind picks up, we'll blow over. But so we're going finesse to start the day. As my guest, James is in control of the boat, and it quickly becomes very obvious that this is not going to be an easy battle today. Oh, no!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
But that's a nice fish. There you go, dude.
Thank you. You're so good at netting my fish, Steve. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. I just want to show you how it's done for a little bit later.
Oh.
Here, I'll take that. Go ahead.
All right, boy, he engulfed the flat dog.
It's a great start for James, and my hope is I don't get too far behind because it won't be easy to catch up against such a skilled angler. This lake's turning out to be a nightmare.
Lake Commandos is brought to you by Abu Garcia for life, Trilene, Anglers Trust Berkeley Trilene, Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time, Nanofill, the next generation in fishing line, and by Fish Hound, real-time fishing reports.
Another classic Lake Commando mission is underway on a big bass battleground that is proving more challenging than I had hoped. Well, we've learned already, this lake has a lot of what we call snot grass. It's just kind of a nasty film that covers your baits, and if we get down, the bait sinks too fast, we get clogged up right away. But overcoming challenges is something my opponent James Hall experiences and writes about on a daily basis. He has been the editor of the world's most respected bass fishing publication since 2003 and has become an accomplished writer and editor for more than 20 years. But he doesn't just write about bass fishing. He's also a die-hard angler who spends a lot of time on the water personally researching the latest in tackle and techniques. Number 2, huh?
Well, I ain't got him in yet, bro. He is buried in the grass. Uh-oh. Oh.
Did you get him?
Yes.
Nice
God,
job,
chunky.
dude. Ooh, that's a chunk.
Look at that guy. I got 2 pounds of bass, 1 pound of snot. Unbelievable.
James, I'm mentally out of the game right now.
I love it. I love it. Let's stay in the snot.
Snot has got me to the point I don't even want to cast.
All right. Oh, no!
Yes!
On the board.
On wood. It's the 3rd one on wood. Let me grab the net.
You got, oh, here, let me.
Thank you.
Nice. Look how chunky that guy is.
There we go. On the board.
Nice.
Nice fish too, huh?
Yeah, evidently they don't make small bass in this lake.
You know, what's funny, as inviting as these weeds are, and we've seen some bass in them, all the fish we've caught so far have been on top of the wood. It's been these individual stumps that are out in about 4 to 5 feet of water, not the real shallow stuff, but 4 to 5 feet of water. As the pattern began to take shape and it was obvious the bass were holding tight to small targets, either wood or areas of hard bottom, this head-to-head battle became a race to see who could get their baits into the key spots first. Yep, I see him. Thank you.
Wait.
Not right there. Not right there.
No?
Hang on.
Oh, is that?
Oh, you're on my line here. You're on my line,
no,
dude.
I feel so bad about that. I didn't see your line there. I didn't see that.
We're gonna fish deeper like this. I gotta
Oh, no! Yeah!
You get no credit for that fish.
Absolutely. Oh, it's a good one too. Oh!
Beautiful. That is a good one. Wow, nice one. I gotta go. I threw on him first.
Bam!
I threw on him first. You got down there faster with that, with that little 16th ounce head. I saw that fish there and we went right over the darn thing.
Very nice. All right, buddy, thank you. That puts me up by 5?
5, you're up by 2.
All right, up by 2. Thank you, sir. Bam.
What's the single most important thing you can do to maintain your outboard? Use the right oil. Outboards operate in extreme environments for hours on end. You need an oil that's up to the task, one that protects against wear and corrosion. If you run a 4-stroke like me, run Yamalube's 4M. This full synthetic oil carries the FCW label from the NMMA, the National Marine Manufacturers Association, which means it meets or exceeds standards set for 4-stroke oils. Now, if you're running a 2-stroke engine, you should be running Yamalube 2M. Carrying the TCW3 label, it combats ring stick, corrosion, and long-term wear. When it comes to achieving peak performance, maintenance matters.
This segment is brought to you by Yeti Coolers. Yeti, wildly stronger, keep ice longer.
My Commando battle with James Hall is becoming a heavyweight prize fight. The bass here are all fat and healthy, and the flat dog has produced some great results. But as we make this switch from James's finesse pattern to my Texas rig pit boss, I find myself down by 2 fish. The problem is we've got the wind has picked up tremendously. It's blowing probably 20 plus right now. And for us to fish precision, we're gonna have to go a little bit heavier weight. Initially, I wanted to go with a 3/16 ounce here. I was gonna peg it, but I'm gonna probably triple that right now and go to a fluorocarbon. And I'm gonna look at this more as a flipping situation than a cast and work these baits over the flats.
There's a shallow fish. Oh God, he's strong. I haven't really.
You're not supposed to beat me in my technique.
No, he's not that big. Not little either. Oh, now. So you try to beat him all over there.
Sorry, that was bad. That was bad netting.
All right, happy days.
One on the
So
head.
we got one on the pit boss. So that's going to work too, maybe.
So what did he come off of?
He came off the little sandy spot. Oh no! Oh, that's a good fish too, bro. Let me help you out. Uh-oh, this is looking very good.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. All right.
He came off that tree. That's
Dude.
a virtual double, but look at the size of these fish.
Mama.
I mean, these are beauts.
That's tremendous. I noticed when we catch a double, yours is bigger than mine. That kind of hurts my heart a little bit. But yeah, there is nothing wrong with either one of those things.
Both of those are shallow fish. I mean, look at that. That's 4.5 pounds.
Yeah, that's easy for 4.5.
Yep, pit bossing, baby, right
How
there.
about that? Right away.
Awesome. Is that a bed up there? Yep,
Yeah.
there's a fish on you.
I know it. I
You
saw
see
it.
him?
Yeah.
Good eyes. 2 of them.
Oh, I missed him. He bit. God dang it. Oh, I pulled my britches down and everything.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah. It hurts my heart.
He's on it.
That may be a bed, dude. There's 2 on it. Got him. Oh, you stole my fish. Hold on. I didn't get his buddy.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. They grow when they get out of there.
Dude.
I mean, look at the size of that bass. Oh,
That was my fish.
that was too cool.
That was awesome.
That was too cool right there.
That was very nice.
Oh, that was fun.
Nicely
Good eyes,
done.
man. Good eyes. James in his life lives and breathes bass fishing, and I knew this would be an opportunity to maybe bring north and south together and fish in a body of water or an area that has some really great bass fishing. What I didn't expect about James is his passion for bass fishing really plays itself well in the boat. This guy loves to fish. He's very competitive. It's in his nature, and he loves to have fun. I had a ball today.
Oh my God, did you see that fish come out?
No, you got it after. Nice job.
That was awesome.
Nice job. That's exactly where I tried to cast. And you did it better. Nice job.
He was
good fish too, dude.
Yeah, he flew out of that log to eat that. I saw him eat it.
Can you believe the size of these fish?
No, I cannot. Wow, look at that thing.
Hey, I'll
Yeah,
go behind you on that. Nice job.
Oh, that's awesome. Put me back on top by one. Thank you.
Lake Commandos is brought to you by Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Gulp Alive, looks, feels, tastes alive. Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here. Not too kinky, no kinks ever. Fraybill, trusted gear since 1938. And by Plano, protect your passion.
James started off hitting targets, identifying targets, hitting targets, and really fished well. I was almost blown away at the start of the day with his prowess at not only identifying fish holding areas, but hitting it with precise casts. I flip a lot. I fish a lot of shallow cover, but this guy it was clear he's fished a lifetime of doing this, and he was really sharp.
I saw him come out and grab.
He's not big, but I'll take him down by one, baby. On this trolling motor, just let it.
Thank you, Mr. 3 pound.
Look at the size of that one.
That was a nice. Redneck's back in it, baby. These are different fish. I mean, especially when you catch one, they're mega strong, and they were like cement blocks, these fish. If I was gonna catch a fish like this back home, it's gonna weigh a pound. Here, these fish were this long and weighing 3 pounds. Ooh, good scooper, bro.
Nice fish. Hey, that's a hog.
Unbelievable.
Today's mission started tough with nearly every cast fouled by snodgrass, but we figured out the bite, and this became the closest head-to-head competition I've had in a very long time.
That's enough right there. I got him.
I missed him.
Oh, good.
A battle that came down to the very last fish.
Yep.
Good one. Good one. We're gonna have to call it quits, dude.
Oh, I hate to net this.
Oh, a fitting end to a great day, man.
That was a remarkable day, bro.
Hey, I gotta thank you for going commando, man.
Dude, my pleasure. I
what a-
can't thank you enough for bringing me up here.
What a fun day. The bad news is,
Oh, no.
the bad news is you didn't win.
I know.
The good news is, what a fun day.
Oh, it was incredible. I
Absolutely.
will lose any day if we can reenact this sort of fishing.
Today, success depended on two things: precision casts and my ability to hit targets before James. My front boat position was a factor in my win today, but it was almost negated by James's choice of reel, a faster reel than the one I was using. He could cast, reel, and cast again before I got my bait back to the boat. And by day's end, I tell you what, I was flat worn out. And the other critical lesson from today was simply the importance of perseverance. Most of the lake we fished today was choked with snodgrass, and fishing it was frustrating. But after searching out new areas, we found clean shoreline that was loaded with fish, not grass. And when it came to the winning presentation, both of our baits produced well today. However, the pit bus did outproduce the flat dog by a few fish in the final tally.
Here's your chance to go commando and win what works. Log on to our Facebook page and enter our free Win What Works sweepstakes. Every week, we'll pick one lucky winner and send them the same baits we used in that week's Lake Commandos mission. So enter today and go commando.
So the North carried the day in our two-man bass battle, but knowing James, there's going to be a rematch. And I suspect it's going to be on waters closer to his home than mine.
The biggest thing that I take away today is never, ever let Steve Panaz have the trolling motor when there's money on the line. He's a vacuum cleaner, this guy. That ain't right.
I'm Captain George Mitchell. This is Coastal Chaos. I'm all about a live well full of bait, but I never leave the dock without an assortment of gulp. This stuff flat out works in salt water. Having gulp on board means I'm always ready to fish. Sure, I like live bait, but oftentimes gulp works better. Just recently, I was in the Gulf of Mexico trying to catch bait off a rig when a squadron of 20 to 30 pound cobia showed up. Now, you won't catch me in the Gulf of Mexico in the fall without a cobia rod ready. So I grabbed one, quickly baited a jig with gulp, and hooked up almost immediately. I don't know, boy, that's a nice fish. Oh, okay, come on, come on. Cobia's on the Gulf of Mexico. For years, we'd hang a rubber squid or flying fish under the kite. Sure, we got some bites, but the fish usually spit the bait when they realized it had no flavor. That's not the case with gulp. When they eat it, they swallow. And inshore fishermen absolutely love gulp shrimp. They are hands down the #1 bait used in any coastal town. Species like redfish use the bait scent trail to hunt it down. Gulp, don't leave the dock without it. Coastal Chaos, tips for serious saltwater anglers.